Technically, if you're doing a romantic duet, why should a female singer get paid less than a male singer? Suppose they're coming from the same bracket of singing. And 𝗃𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀 market value, the market value is a very notional idea. I think most actors do not have hits continuously. Okay. Now, even if you assume that the minute you think about actors, you're thinking about only the top 1 or 2 male actors, right? But there is no way of determining their own market value. This market valuation, typical standard is that depending on Mumbai satellite value, which is how much is the television willing to pay you to cover costs. So accordingly, you say X% of that is the actor in the value. Okay. Maybe now it's OTT. And then a little bit of, but it's still an approximate. And if somebody really needs that actor, then they just go over the board to bring them on board. But there's no such standard for female actors. Now, when I'm saying female actors, I'm talking about lead actors. I'm also talking about supporting actors. In the US, etc., they found a solution for it. And the basic solution is that you have different grades of actors, which you can place whichever grade. And there is a way in which the Actor Association moves between grades also. And then in that grade, there is a range provided. So the producers get a range. So then there is some kind of a fair compensation. So idea is there has to be more transparency, more communication, and there has to be a need that I want equality in my workplace. Or equity in my workplace. What I'm trying to say is, okay, you cannot give the same treatment to everybody, but can you give a fair treatment? Also, more importantly, what kind of stories are being made, right? Right now, there are so many restrictions. I did not know that at the age of 35, you stop being a junior artist. I mean, who said that? And there's a rule which is created by an association. It seems like intuitively so wrong at the first place. These are few things that just needs to go. There has to be some kind of a regulation which has to be brought in as an oversight because it's an unorganized industry, because there's absolutely no sense of regulation, and the regulation is manned by a few people who are in a position of power at some point of time. And that's what I'm again saying, it doesn't matter who they are. So there has to be a more systemic solution which the state or the government has to also take. So that our solve cheyyam pattata karyangal, professionalized, safe because safety, providing safety to all women, to all citizens of this country is the suo motu responsibility of the government. So obviously the government also has to make steps to create and ensure that economically, culturally, from a welfare perspective, the space thrives. If there is caste segregation, gender segregation within the industry, the recent statistics, the growth of the number of professionals in 2022, female professionals in Malayalam film industry was 0%. In 2023, it has just been 3%. And this is 3 percentage points, which means in terms of number of people, there will only be 5-6 people. So there are not enough technicians, directors, cinematographers. So there has to be enough. We'll have to create new kind of subsidies and incentives for these kind of people to come in. And also parallelly create a safe space. Because cinema industry unsafe. So that exclusion of castes and genders, I'm not just talking women, but across the gender spectrum, and gender, that has to be opened up.